I don't want to confuse people with the idea that this is some kind of review. That's not really what I intend for this video. I recently purchased the Magic Slushy, and it is supposed to be a device that replicates a Slurpee or Slushy, whatever you want to call it, depends on your region. Basically an iced drink. It's not the same as shaved icings, because some people like shaved ice, but that's not really what a slushy is. A slushy is a certain consistency of thickness, almost like syrup, that is cold, and you drink it. It might be more of an American thing, I don't know. But my point is that the Magic Slushy costs around $10 and guarantees that you will get a slushy within 3 minutes by freezing these cubes, putting them in the cup, and then shaking the liquid in the cup. So you do that, and it does not give you a slushy by any means. You might get a few ice crystals at best, and it is severely messy. I mean, you will have liquid all over the place, and because these cubes take up so much room, you are not going to get a lot of liquid out of it anyway. So essentially, it's a waste of your time and money. And the science is sound. The cubes are made from sodium chloride. Now, as we all know, sodium is a preservative agent, but it is also a freezing agent. That's how you can get freezer burn. That's how they create dry ice. So it makes sense that it would make a slushy, but it doesn't work that way in practice. You know how they make slushies in the stores? They use a specific freezer that keeps it at a certain temperature, not too cold, not too warm, and then they let it swirl around in the grinder to keep it in that slushy consistency. If they don't swirl it around, it'll most likely become ice crystals and become shaved icing or just extremely cold soda. So essentially there's a trick to it, and you're not going to replicate that with a fucking cup. But it gets me on my main point in that businesses can trick consumers into buying their product through deceptive advertising and through gimmicks about how it's scientifically proven and shit. But if the consumer were to do that to big business, they would get a felony charge. Let me give you an example. If I were to sign up for a credit card and lie about my credit rating, wouldn't that be a felony? If I were to try to get a loan and lie about what I'm going to do with the loan, or lie about my record for the loan, would I not be charged with a felony? If I were to lie about the stock market to purposely make it crash or ascend, we all know that's a felony. Martha Stewart got in trouble for that shit. So how is it that I can't screw over the rich, but the rich are allowed to screw over me? And most vehemently, this is in the video game industry. That's why I focus on the game industry. Because yes, occasionally you will have your Magic Slushies in, some independent developer. But in the video game industry, it is the norm. It is the tradition to do that time and time again. And to be so much worse. Because you know what, with the Magic Slushie, yeah, I may have wasted $10. But in the video game industry, I not only waste the $10 initially, but I continue to waste money